Happy, healthy, healing day. Welcome to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. I'm your host, Shifa, the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth. And our show is about healthy mind, body, family, finances, and society. I encourage you to go get that blue pen and that white paper and get ready to take copious notes because you are about to get that natural healing transformation you've been seeking. So we'll be right back. Don't forget to get your blue pen and white paper to take notes. Welcome to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. We're here live at the Aviation Museum for the Move and Shake Experience, the premier networking experience here in Charlotte. We're going to be talking today with some of the professionals and business people who have come out to celebrate one another, to check out each other's wares, share information so that they can begin to do business together. And that's what this is all about. It's a B2B kind of event. And again, we're here at the Aviation Museum, and there are planes all around. I mean, it's just a wonderful place. My first time here. We will be talking to the director of the aviation as well as other entrepreneurs and business people. So stay tuned and make sure you go get your blue pen and your white paper and get ready to take those copious notes, because even though we're live, you are about to get that natural healing information transformation you've been seeking. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. I'm here with the celeb in the house, Vanyetta from Power 98. She's laughing, right? But she is, right? She comes on after the morning show. But what I really want to talk about is this crusade that she's really on. So I want to welcome you, Vanyetta.
Thank you.
To Oneness Wellness Lifestyle.
I'm a hugger.
Very good. I know we just blew the mic out, but that's okay.
I know, that's
right?
okay. That's okay.
So tell me about this project that you're doing with domestic violence.
Well, a lot of people don't know. I was actually myself a victim of a domestic violence incident, which really prompted this crusade. So I'm working with Safe Passage in Rock Hill. They service Chester, York, and Lancaster counties. And I am working to help collect unused working cell phones to donate to Safe Passage, in which they donate to victims. And I'm also helping them collect items needed to open their new child advocacy center.
How exciting, how exciting. Now, one of the things that you shared with me is that this is going to be ongoing because domestic violence won't end. Well, it may with the work you're doing at October 31st, but
that's good. That's
right. But you got to keep it positive, right? So to extend this, how can people give?
Well, people can actually give. You can actually donate to Safe Passage directly. And they are located in Rock Hill, South Carolina. 104 Oakland Avenue is the address. And you can drop off the items, the unused cell phones there. Best thing is also you can follow me on social media, and there are other drop-off locations that will be announced throughout this month and next month to kind of make it easier for some people that may not be in Rock Hill, or they may want to be a little bit, closer other areas.
Sure.
So those areas will be announced as well.
So give us the social media contact point where people can reach you.
Sure. My social media is Vanyetta is now. That's V as in Victor, Onyetta, ISNOW. Everything is Vanyetta is now. Website, Twitter, Instagram.
All right. Vanyetta is now.
Right. Not later, but right now.
Right now. And she's doing a fabulous job right now with this crusade that she's on for domestic violence. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate you. It's been a pleasure to meet you
Wonderful
today.
to meet you too.
Thank you.
Take care. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The first thing that you need to do is develop your life plan. We all have business plans. We have career plans. You have go to career counselors while you're in school to develop this path for your career, but you haven't done that for your life yet. And we wonder why we meet with friction when we're moving through our careers and our businesses. Why? Because most likely that business, that career, that individual that you're doing business with, their values aren't in line with yours. Once again, life plan. Before business plan, before career plan, life plan. But from this, you will develop your individual core values, your principles. What do you stand for? As an individual, it's going to be different for everybody. Everybody is different. You are unique. There is no one like you. Be the best you.
Good day, Shifa here from Oneness Wellness Lifestyles with a emergency health awareness alert. This is an emergency health awareness alert. Please pay good attention. Listen. Are you innocently poisoning yourself? 90% of people who take health supplements are poisoning themselves. How? If you've ever heard about magnesium stearate, or stearic acid, as it has sometimes been called, you know that vitamin and supplement bottles everywhere are loaded down with this potentially dangerous and life-endangering additives that don't need to be there. The reality is, you probably have not heard of stearic acid though, and it's a shame because you are missing key bits of information that can help save your life. Believe it or not, many supplements, including those made by reputable brands, contain flow agent additives that over time can actually block the absorption of nutrients into your body. This ingredient is known as magnesium stearate, and regular consumption of it is linked to the development of harmful biofilm in the intestines that may cause digestive problems. Despite having the word magnesium in its name, magnesium stearate is not a source of nutritive magnesium. The only reason why supplement manufacturers add this chalk-like substance to their products is to make it easier for them to process it through their manufacturing equipment. But the long-term health consequences of ingesting magnesium stearate are not worth the risk. What is magnesium stearate? It is a metal derivative that your body has absolutely no conceivable use for. Supplement companies have been intentionally misleading customers for some time now, making it sound like the inclusion of this additive is helpful to your general welfare. The truth is much more frightening and substantially more dangerous. Magnesium stearate. Check the labels on your bottle and look for this very dangerous and harmful additives and stop innocently poisoning yourself. This has been an emergency health awareness alert from Oneness Wellness Lifestyles. Contact us to get supplements that do not contain magnesium stearate. Happy Healthy Healing Day. I'm Shifa, the holistic healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth, inviting you to watch the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show every first and third Saturday right here on Access 21 TV. What do we talk about? Everything from juicing to old school tonics and herbs, what you can do to help yourself get better. We talk about stop poisoning yourself by putting all those chemicals on your body, and all domains of life: healthy mind, body, family, finances, and community. So tune in to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show every first and third Saturday at 9 a.m. I look forward to serving you.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Claire Middleton from the Center for Spiritual Living Colors here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, it's that time of the year that we celebrate Halloween. And usually at church, I like to put a mask on. I have a favorite mask that has all these feathers, and I love to wear it. But this year I'm doing something different. This year I am inviting people to take off their costume and to take off their mask and to really be themselves. I think that's a major challenge. You know, one of the things that happens for most of us is that we're very comfortable being like everybody else. We're very comfortable being accepted by everyone else. And so if we go back into childhood, there may have been some things that we enjoyed doing, but because people around us didn't accept it, or the teacher didn't like it, or your mother didn't think you should do it, we stopped doing it and we set it aside. And it's almost like a treasure that may have been buried somewhere. And for people who have done that, there's a piece of you that feels like a hole. You may even be quite successful in a business or quite successful in a career. And there's a piece of you that is missing. And the truth of the matter is that you may never express that to anybody, but you know it. It's your secret. So this Halloween, I'm inviting people to really take off the mask that they're wearing every single day and allow themselves to step into who and what they really are. And what I know about us is that we are gigantic. We are awesome. We have within us capabilities that people have no idea about. And a lot of times we don't express it because we didn't go to school for it. So we don't feel that anybody will accept what we have to say or do because we don't have the degrees to offer up that this is where I learned this or this is where I learned that. And I think it's real interesting that we are caught up in that kind of thing, because what I've learned in my own life is that oftentimes what Spirit has for you is so much more profound than what's already been brought to the table. And I guess that's what I want to tell you. That's why you're here. You're here to bring something new to this planet. You're here to fill in a piece. I always think about us as tapestry and pieces of material that are sewn together for this complete blanket that enclose the entire universe. And when we don't come to the table truly, fully, and wholly, there's a space left. And that space is not only within ourselves, but it's really a space that God is waiting on for you to bring forth and fill it. So what I'm asking people to do is really go inside and think about what it is that you've set to the side and bring it up, bring it out. Allow yourself to experience it, even if you don't do it well. See, that's another piece, because sometimes we feel like, oh, I could be this or I could be that, but you haven't tried it. And so it's always an unanswered question. There's a piece of me that wanted to be an actress. And somewhere along the line as a teacher, I had an opportunity to produce and act in some filming that we did. So what do I know about myself? Yes, I could be an actress. That's another piece of me that's on the side, not something that I necessarily am going to step into tomorrow, but I've answered that question about myself. I can do it. There are some of you that have that question. I could be an actress, but are you stepping forward to do it? And then there's the other piece, the fear piece, that'll say to you on one shoulder, you know, you don't have any training in it. But the other shoulder's saying, but you could do this. And so you have this battle, and we don't share the battle. We just take it to bed with us and sometimes toss and turn and feel unfulfilled. So for those of you that have that particular piece, I invite you to Audition. See what you can do. There are others that feel like they can write. Begin to do that. We have computers, we have iPads, we can do that in our spare time. There's no reason for you not to do it. There are others that feel like, oh, I have something to say. Let me stand up in front of an audience. Well, do it. Find some place that is open and receptive, or invite people into your home. You don't have to wait for somebody else to do it. So what I'm saying to you is step from behind the mask of less than and little and playing it little. It's so safe, but it's so unfulfilling. There is so much that this planet right now is calling for in terms of genius that can help set things absolutely right. And part of it may be something that you're holding within you that can add to the flavor of how people are living their lives. So I really invite you to think about who you really are. Think about who you are showing up as and who you are trying to pretend you are. And allow yourself to step out and boldly be you. You know, sometimes that's scary. Sometimes when we think about who we really are and what we really could do, it is so profound and it is so large that it scares us. But I'm here to say to you that God is absolutely waiting on you. You know, I read in Conversations of God years ago that when we come, we've raised our hand and said to God, I'll do it. And sometimes we've raised our hand and said to God, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do the other. We've raised our hands for several things, not just one. We made a promise, we made a commitment. And so in that process, I'll go back to us being children. We played with certain things. We tinkered here and we tinkered there. And we experimented. And we may have been shut down. But I'm here to bring you back. I'm here to call you back. I'm here to remind you that you made this commitment and that you are absolutely needed to show up with your gift, your idea, your ability, your talent, because the world needs you, not somebody else, you, and how you bring it to the table. So for me, Halloween this year is not putting on a mask and hiding behind something. For me, it's taking off the mask and actually showing up as the being that I truly am, with all of the light, with all the power, with all of the energy, with all of the new and creative ideas that somebody else may not be able to accept, but it's okay, because somebody else can. So I invite you to join me this Halloween in stepping into the costume of you and know how powerful and wonderful and awesome you truly are. I invite you to do that. I invite you to invite your friends to do that and to come together and really begin to share what's in your heart, because the world is waiting. That's the truth.
Happy Healthy Healing Day. I'm Shifat, the holistic healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth, inviting you to watch the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show every first and third Saturday right here on Access 21 TV. What do we talk about? Everything from juicing to old school tonics and herbs, what you can do to help yourself get better. We talk about stop poisoning yourself by putting all those chemicals on your body, and all domains of life: healthy mind, body, family, finances, and community. So tune in to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show every first and third Saturday at 9 a.m. I look forward to serving you.
If you want to get a lot of people very angry at you, and you're in the health profession, It's fairly simple. Begin to cure incurable diseases.
It would ruin the economy. Billions of dollars.
Cancer is one of the richest multi-billion-dollar industries in the world, and every cancer patient is a commodity.
The huge pharmaceutical companies have everybody in their pocket, from the president on down to the senator's representative. Everybody gets paid.
Something's terribly wrong when you treat cancer and your hair falls out and you vomit. This is truly medieval.
People in the United States and developed countries who are treated for cancer don't even die of cancer. They die of the treatment of cancer.
Many years from now, people look back at this time and wonder what kind of Neanderthals we were.
A prophet many years ago, he said, "My people perish for lack of knowledge."
Welcome back. We're moving and shaking. We're here at the Move and Shake Experience at the Aviation Museum here in Charlotte. I am with Babette Cobble. I told you I'd be back with some more interviews, and we got a juicy one for you. Welcome, Babette.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, so wonderful to have you. So what brings you out to Move and Shake?
Oh my goodness. I'm an aviation lover. I actually just had a birthday recently, and I was given my Discovery flight because I want to get my pilot's license.
Oh.
So that drew me, and of course I absolutely love networking and connecting with women and men, of course, as well. But connecting is my passion because I believe that through relationships you can truly build what you need in life by giving and building those relationships.
Wonderfully said, wonderfully said. So as a result of this passion
Yes.
that you have for helping and building relationships, you've created an organization.
I have, absolutely.
Tell us about it.
It's called Every Woman Can Be, and the reason that I created it is to help women. Not only women that are in corporate America or possibly stay-at-home moms, but a place where all different walks of women can come together, feel that they have a safe place to be, and be educated at the same time, while actually making those strong connections and actually possibly building a business. We've actually had some ladies that have come just for our speakers, and they've actually turned hobbies into businesses through the education that they've received from our organization.
That's powerful. So you're actually spawning entrepreneurs.
Yes.
That is incredible. That is so
Absolutely.
wonderful.
Giving them that platform.
Now, where does this come from in you? Where did that, you told me you have an 8-year-old.
Yes, I do.
So I don't know if that's a match, but tell me where it grew from somewhere.
It did. Actually, all the way back from high school, I've always been helping people. I was a cheerleader my whole life, but I also cheered people on in their lives as well. Coming from a childhood that divorced home, many different obstacles to get through, and I decided that you have to have that drive within inside you, and the drive to have me succeed in life has also now let me hold out my hand to help other women succeed as well, and say you aren't alone, you can make it, and we're going to make it together. So.
And now you told me we don't have to be perfect. So you've got another component that goes along with Every Woman Can. And so tell me about that.
Absolutely, with Every Woman Can Be. I also am known as Coach Babette, and you can find me on a lot of social media, Coach Babette. And with that, and perfection is not required, we as women have all these different types of magazines that we run into in a grocery store. And it's like, okay, do I look like that? Is my house like that? And does my spouse look like that? And do my children look like that? The reality is, no, we don't. And perfection's not required. But what is required is determination. Determination is the key to anything in life. Whether you've not had any trials and tribulations, or if you've had many. As long as you know that you're determined and you know what your goal is, you're going to get there.
So. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We got to have your contact information. So
Absolutely.
Tell the audience where they can find you. How can they connect? How can we connect?
Yes, definitely. Coach Babette, of course, you can find me on social media at Coach Babette. You can also look up my website, coachbabette.com, and that will actually get you to my Every Woman Can Be website as well. My women's organization is called Every Woman Can Be, and we meet right here in Charlotte, and we're expanding across the country. So we'd love to have you out and join us in our goal to inspire and empower women.
Wonderful, powerful. Thank you so much for
Thank
being my
you.
guest.
Oh,
Thank you. So
absolutely.
wonderful
Thank
to meet you here
you.
tonight.
You
Hey,
too.
we're at the Move and Shake Experience. Me and Babette, you should have been here. Wonderful. Thank you, Babette.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Expand your mind. Take it to the highest level. Stop hindering your growth. Realize your potential. Realize your worth. Let no one undermine you. Let no one demean you. Let no one cramp your belief in your abilities. Oh, they will try, there is no doubt. But you have the ability to stamp their negativity out. Show them it is simply their own insecurities that cause them to feel the need to undermine you. It is their own cowardliness that causes them to only focus on your flaws when you know that you are beautiful, talented, and capable. With words, you need not always retaliate, though. With actions, the strength you possess will show. Dream big dreams. Dream grandiose. Know that you are worth it all, that no one and nothing but you can hold back success.
I'm so excited. We are here at the Move and Shake Experience. We're at the Aviation Museum out here at the airport, and I have grabbed another entrepreneur here at the Move and Shake Experience. This is Warrett Bowman. Warrett Bowman, and he is a multi-level marketing guru. Yep, found one. Welcome, Warrett.
Thank you.
So I got to know some more about you, because we've been talking a little bit. So you in love with multi-level marketing.
Yes.
You're an entrepreneur. How did you get started?
A friend of mine sent an email, mass email, a couple of years ago. We were doing a phone-a-thon thing together, and he's like, hey, you guys looking to make some extra money? And I was like, yeah. And met him and his mentor, and they showed me the plan, and I was like, this makes sense, and been doing it ever since.
And so it's how many years now?
About 3 years now.
Okay. Now, as you mentioned that you started when you were in college.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Well, very good. So it helped with some extra income during the college piece, huh?
Right.
Oh, very good. Very good. So tell me, what kind of products do you help people with?
Yeah, do a lot of different things, health, wellness. So anything from energy drinks to vitamins and supplements, sports nutrition, weight management. You know, that's a big thing
that's
too now.
Huge, yes.
All the way to all organic cleaning line, as well as skincare, cosmetics, and pretty much anything in between you can think of.
So whatever you need for your life and your health in your home.
Yes.
Does that sound like it?
That's
all
right.
wrapped up in a package.
Right.
This is the guy you want to see, okay? Warrett Bowman. So what excites you about it? Why do you do that?
Freedom. I like the idea of being free, not having to depend on another man for a job, being able to wake up when I want to, being able to one day when I have a family, be able to spend time with them, not at the office, being able to travel the world with cool friends, and being able to, most importantly, impact other people's lives. A lot of people are struggling financially, and this really gives me a chance to be able to impact somebody's life for the better.
Wonderful. How was this event for you today?
Fantastic. The speakers are great, and really love what Carlos has to say. Reminded me about is how important it is to serve.
Yes.
It's not about you.
Yes. Is this your first time at a Move and Shake event?
I was at an event that Carlos hosted a couple of months ago prior, but this is my first Move and Shake event.
And of course, we're talking about Carlos Davis, right? He is Stand and Deliver and the brainchild behind the Move and Shake Experience. Thank you so much for being my guest.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to sharing some more information with you. So go grab some food, have some wine, network with some more people. And for you, we'll be right back with another guest. We'll talk to you then.
The O stands for remain open to opportunities. During that time in my life, There were so many opportunities. Why? Because my eyes were open, my ears were open, my heart was open to receive all that God had for me. And so you want to remain open to all opportunities. The C. The C is for create your own path. Everyone in this room has been given a purpose. Every single one of us. Before the formation of the earth, you had a purpose. And now our job is just to walk it out. But how do you walk it out? Everybody asks, how do we walk that thing out, right? It's creating a path, your distinctive path. Everyone has in their hands. You have your hands. If we were to put ink on our hands and place it, everyone on the world, place it on a white sheet of paper, no one's DNA would be the same. Isn't it amazing? And so you have a path. So your job is to discover the path and walk in it.
You are watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, and I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. I am here with Nettie Lark this time, and we are still live at the Move and Shake experience here at the Aviation Museum. We're going to show you some fantastic planes. I didn't know these things were so big. But right now we're going to talk to Nettie Lark. Hey Nettie, how are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for being my guest on this evening.
You're welcome.
So I want to talk about, I'm going to ask you first, why did you come to the Move and Shake experience?
Well, I met Carlos some time ago, and we sort of clicked.
Okay.
And he invited me to come over from another event that I was at.
Okay.
And sure, why not?
And of course, we're talking about Carlos Davis, the brainchild of the Move and Shake experience. Yeah, right. He's a phenomenal guy. So you're in real estate right now, but I know that you haven't always done that. You told me that you're an educator, so I really want to dive in there first and talk about what brings you from there to real estate and then why you do it, but I really want to hear about the educator part. So tell us.
Actually, I was born in Mobile, Alabama. I'm a Southern girl by birth.
Okay, all right.
But I traveled to the Northeast after college and worked first in Newark, New Jersey, then in Montclair, New Jersey, and then I went to Maryland, and I was in radio broadcasting for about 4 years on the weekend, and I was teaching, and the kids were and parents were my biggest listeners. I did R&B and jazz, no rap, although rap was coming about at that time.
Okay.
I had to keep it sort of in a moderate vernacular. Then I moved to South Carolina with friends from D.C., and that's where I met my present husband of 33 years.
Congratulations.
We moved back to Brooklyn, New York, where I worked again as a teacher, and I sold real estate in the early 80s in Brooklyn on a part-time basis. And when the market crashed, I stopped, and then I went back as a working full-time and teaching. Then I worked as a district office administrator from 1989 until 2000, and then I became a principal of the school, the middle school actually.
You became the principal of a middle school?
Yes.
In New York?
In Brooklyn.
Okay. In the 80s?
Actually it's in 2000.
In 2000, okay,
Yes.
So that's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Okay, well, very good. What did you teach as a teacher?
I taught American history.
American history, okay.
When I was in South Carolina. I taught all the levels. Elementary, middle, and high school. Briefly in high school.
Okay.
And I've worked in the Bound program on the college level.
Okay. Remember
during the summer programs and University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Okay. For 4 years.
All right, I wanted to get that educator part out because you're like our unsung heroes and sheroes.
Well, I love people, I love kids, and I like giving and trying to get kids on the right path, helping parents who have problematic children, helping them to find ways to work with the kids and to become better parents, and of course for kids to become better kids. Kids are not born bad. They just learn things that they shouldn't learn through environmental, usually through environmental ways, you know. And so I consider selling real estate to be helping people. You know, it's still helping people. You know, although you make money at it if you work really hard, but it's people connected.
Okay, because that was my next question. So how did you go from the school system to real estate, and it's really the people connection?
It's a connection with people.
Now, the name of your company is Live Love Homes.
Yeah.
Live Love Realty.
Yeah.
That is so unusual. Live Love. That's giving me goosebumps.
You live in Charlotte. You love Charlotte. You love the home you're going to live in. So we want to help you find the home that you actually live in.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love the theme that's run through your whole story about helping people, connecting with people, and from children to families. It's just really, really wonderful. Well, tell everybody where we can find you and how they can get in touch with you.
My phone number, my email address is Nettie, Nettie, live, L-I-V-E, love, L-O-V-E, CLT @gmail.com.
Okay.
Nettie, live, love, CLT @gmail.com. And the phone number is 704-340-3862. 704-340-3862.
Thank you so much for being here with me at the Move and Shake Experience and sharing your heart, your life with us, you know, all that you've done and all that you continue to do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I love the connection with people.
Yes.
That's really what I do.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Nettie Lark, everyone. We'll see you in a bit. We'll be right back. You're watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show.
If you want to get a lot of people very angry at you, and you're in the health profession, it's fairly simple. Begin to cure incurable diseases.
It would ruin the economy. Billions of dollars.
Cancer is one of the richest multi-billion-dollar industries in the world, and every cancer patient is a commodity.
The huge pharmaceutical companies have everybody in their pocket, from the president on down to the senators, representatives. Everybody gets paid.
Something's terribly wrong when you treat cancer and your hair falls out and you vomit. This is truly medieval.
People in the United States and developed countries who are treated for cancer don't even die of cancer. They die of the treatment of cancer.
Many years from now, people look back at this time and wonder what kind of Neanderthals we were.
A prophet many years ago, he said, "My people perish for lack of knowledge."
Happy Healthy Healing Day. I'm Shifa, the holistic healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth, inviting you to watch the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show every first and third Saturday right here on Access 21 TV. What do we talk about? Everything from juicing to old school tonics and herbs, what you can do to help yourself get better. We talk about stop poisoning yourself by putting all those chemicals on your body, and all domains of life: healthy mind, body, family, finances, and community. So tune in to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show every first and third Saturday at 9 a.m. I look forward to serving you. Great day. This is Shifa from Oneness Wellness Lifestyles, and I'm here with your emergency health awareness alert. Are you innocently poisoning yourself? 90% of people who take health supplements are poisoning themselves. How? If you've heard anything about magnesium stearate, or stearic acid, as it is sometimes called, you know that vitamin and supplement bottles everywhere are loaded down with this potentially dangerous and life-endangering additives that don't need to be there. The reality is, you probably have not heard of stearic acid though. Believe it or not, many supplements, including those made by reputable brands, contain a flow agent additive that over time can actually block the absorption of nutrients into your body. This ingredient is known as magnesium stearate, and regular consumption of it is linked to the development of a harmful biofilm in the intestines that cause digestive problems. Despite having the word magnesium in its name, magnesium stearate is not a source of nutritive magnesium. The only reason why supplement manufacturers add this chalk-like substance to their products is to make them easier to process through their machinery. Supplement companies have been intentionally misleading their customers for some time now, making it seem and making it sound like the inclusion of this additive is helpful for your general welfare. There is stearic acid in 90% of all pills currently on the market. For more information about this emergency health awareness alert, contact us at 1-800-609-8157. And we can direct you to supplements that do not contain magnesium stearate. This has been an emergency health awareness alert. I'm your sister Shifa from Oneness Wellness Lifestyles. We're at the Move and Shake experience here at the Aviation Museum. We're having a Move and Shake experience time. I'm here with Brenda Robinson, and this woman is phenomenal, has made history, and yes, I'm excited that I'm sitting next to her, right? I'm gonna move up a little closer, and you know how I get. Let me slow down, right? So I really want you to get this. Now, if there was ever a time that you want to go get your blue pen and your white paper, this is the time, because you're about to get some juicy information right here, right now. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here with me.
I appreciate the invitation.
Well, so you are, and I don't want to get this all twisted around, but so I can say it right.
Yes.
First African American woman pilot for the Navy.
That's it.
I said it right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Pilot. People don't even know the Navy has planes.
Right. I was just talking to a gentleman today. He says, I remember someone like you from the Air Force. And so I thought it wasn't me that he was talking about. And then he started to talk about like dancing, when, founding these places that we all went to. And I go, that was me. He goes, oh, I thought you were Air Force. No, it's Navy. And I'm proud of that, because we land on aircraft carriers. And so did I. So I'm thrilled about that. Yeah, that was my first squadron.
Wow.
That was the first thing I did when after I got my wings in the Navy, is went to a squadron and landed on aircraft carriers.
Landed on an aircraft carrier.
Yes.
Wow.
So I got a whole story about those, so yeah.
How did you get to the Navy? I mean, what happened? You got to give me just a little bit about that. How did you get to the Navy?
I graduated from Dowling College in New York as an aeronautics major and Bachelor's of Science, and I was also had my flight school. I had my license. So during our last year in college, the military is allowed to come on base and talk to the graduating class of the aero students, because we're like the best of the best. So they gave us a notice that the military was coming to the college, and I got that thing in the summertime. I paid no attention to it whatsoever, because I was not going into the military. So I'm sitting in my room, minding my own business at my dorm room, and I get this knock on the door. I answer it. It's one of the students, one of the other aero students. I knew him, but we didn't hang out together or anything. He said, the Dean of Aeronautics has sent me over here to tell you that you need to get down here to the meeting where the military is coming to meet all of us. And so I'm like, okay. he closes the door, and I'm like, oh man, I thought I was going to get away with
wanting
not
to do
going.
it?
Now, mind you, I'm the only black woman in the entire aeronautic dig program because I was the first one that ever come through there. So of course I'm the only one. Not going was not an option. So I went on down there and I met all 4 of the military services. The Army, they wanted me to come in as a warrant officer, not as an officer, and I could fly. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I need to come in as a officer. And they go, you can't fly if you come in as an officer. You can come in as a warrant officer. So we're back and forth with this one. We're not agreeing. I go over to the Air Force. The Air Force says, I knew that the Air Force had the best way of life. So I'm going in the Air Force. I knew that they're going to take care of their people, right? My parents wanted me to go into the Air Force. But they said, you come in, we'll gather your paperwork together, and you do a different job. And then 2 years later, we're going to put you up for the flight program. This was 1977 when they were talking to me. I'm like, okay, I didn't care, didn't know. So then I went over to the Navy table, and they go, you go through Aviation Officers Candidate School, you go to flight school. End of discussion. You didn't think about that, right? I'm like, wow, so my eyes just started to light up, and my parents are still thinking, Air Force, right? Air Force, right? I'm like, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm thinking about the Air Force. And then the Marines didn't take women then. At that time, the law was just starting to change to allow women into the program. So fast forward, I chose the Navy, and the Navy says, do you know that not only are you going to be the first black woman, you're going to be one of 10 women in the nation that we're even bringing in. So, there's going to be lots of guys, and only 10 women are being selected out of the entire nation to do this program. So I'm like, well, that's cool. Okay. And then the other thing is, did you know you're going to be the first black woman in history to ever do this? And I'm like, oh, yes. Like, please don't put that burden on my shoulders. Don't make me think about that, because it was already going to be a difficult program to get through. I didn't want the responsibility of making sure that I had to achieve something now, not just for me, but for everyone who was watching me.
For all of us.
All of us.
Yes.
Yes. And so that was too scary to think about. Like, don't talk about that, It's like, just pretend like you didn't say that and we'll move on. And so I chose to go into the Navy, and that's when I got into Aviation Officers Candidate School. It's kind of Officer and the Gentleman was the movie, which is nothing like the real world.
Okay,
Trust me.
Thank you. All right, reality check.
That's right.
Okay.
So I went through basic training, and I tell people, it's like my ability to do anything, and I mean anything, just because it's there and it's something I need to do, is because of my drill instructor. Knowing that when somebody yells at you that way all the time, and after a while you get to the point where you're like, okay, well, he says I need to do something, I'll just do it, and forget the fuss, right? You don't have time to worry about it. So I would do hard, impossible things and not give it a thought. And I lived the rest of my life that way, So they really wanted to see, the Navy wanted to see who they could bring in who is going to do the job, not freak out, when times get hard, not run away. That's why they had the basic training, the AOCS, to get rid of those people that say, this is too hard, I got better things to do. And so I stuck with it, and that's how I got through AOCS. So I got my commission. That made me the first to get the commission. Then I went to flight school, and flight school starts in the Pensacola area. And for me, moved to Corpus. That's where I got finished up. That's where I got my wings. And it was the first. It was June of 1980. And I keep asking people, how did you wait until I came along? I mean, did you see me when I was 13 years old? How do you wait until I come along to be the first? That just, so that's still stunning.
And she's so humble. I mean, and rightfully so. I mean, I'm really taken. I recognize the honor and the privilege that I have to do this interview with you. I want to say that.
Thank you.
I want to say that. And to be peers in this lifetime. And I just want to congratulate you and celebrate you for the accomplishment that you made, not only for yourself, but for all of us.
Right. Thank you so much.
So
I
thank you.
appreciate that.
Thank you so much. We have got to do more, because I know you've got a book coming and lots of things going on. We've got to stay in touch, right, family? Oneness, Wellness, Lifestyles. We've got to stay in touch. So thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll be right back.
So I want to challenge you this evening. Instead of thinking about you this evening, think about everybody else that's in this room. I understand you got goals. I understand you have money you have to get. I understand all that. But I will challenge you that if you change your focus from myself to others, you would be amazed at what can change positively in your own life. But I honestly believe that it is because of the great relationships that I've created and just putting myself, just throwing myself out of the picture and really focusing more on what people needed and wanted and giving them what they needed. I knew then that the change would be made.
I want to thank you so much for sticking in here with us at the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. We've been here live at the Move and Shake Experience here at the Aviation Museum in Charlotte, North Carolina. We got one more really special interview for you, and I saved this one for last. Haha, almost everybody's gone, just us right here. So thank you for watching. I am with Johnny Davis. So welcome to the show. So glad to have you.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
So what brought you out to the Move and Shake Experience?
Well, actually, my good friend Carlos Davis, I've known him for years, and I know that he was doing these events, and I decided to come over here and just see what the buzz was all about. I've seen him on the news a couple of times. I said, well, he's a celebrity now. So.
He's a celebrity, right?
So let me come and support my good friend.
Oh, wonderful. What did you think of the event?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great people, great connections. You know, it's just an incredible event.
So you're an entrepreneur or professional?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm actually a health and wellness executive with a company called Isogenics.
Isogenics?
Isogenics,
okay.
Yes. We specialize in 3 areas. We're specialized in nutritional cleansing, weight loss, energy and performance, and healthy aging.
What I'm really excited about, of course, this is the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, that you are talking to us about the cleansing, the diet, the anti-aging, and how is it that you find yourself in this at this time? I always talk about the time that we live in and this whole wellness explosion that's taking place. So my audience, everybody knows I've been doing this for 43 years as a natural healer.
Wow.
So that's why I'm really excited to talk to you about this. So what does it feel like to you? Why do you do it? What's the reason?
Well, you know, I kind of give you, I'll give you a short story.
Okay.
December 24th, 2012. I actually suffered a massive cardiac arrest in which I was actually gone from this world. For 16 minutes, I was pulseless, and I had no oxygen to my brain for 16 minutes. So the very fact that I'm even able to sit here before you and talk to you is a miracle from God. And, you know, I spent 2 days in the medically induced coma, 9 days in the hospital total. And I've never been overweight in my life. I don't have diabetes or any type of medical issues that will cause a person's heart to fail. I don't do drugs. I've never smoked anything. I don't drink. So I don't do any of the typical factors. I never did live the lifestyle that would warrant a person's heart to fail, much less go into cardiac arrest. But for some reason, I developed this weakened heart muscle that ultimately led to me having this cardiac arrest situation happened on Christmas Eve 2012. So, long story short, you know, after going through that ordeal and coming home and my heart was functioning at a very, very low level, you know, for me to walk 100 feet and back was a challenge without getting tired. And after speaking with my cardiologist about how toxic my medication was, and I was taking about 7 or 8 different pills for my heart at that time. And he did mention to me that there was one in particular that was highly toxic. It was actually stabilizing my heart rate, but it was also damaging my liver and my kidneys as well. And so when I asked the question, you know, what could I do to rid my body of these toxins, he didn't know. He couldn't give me a definitive answer. And so it was, I actually got introduced to Isogenics almost by accident because my wife was actually using it in October of 2012, just 2 months prior as a way for her to, slim down and lose the 30 pounds of extra happy weight that she had gained since we had gotten married. That's what she called it.
Okay.
Happy weight.
Okay.
So.
All right. I like that.
And we had some extra product in the house, because she had gotten some phenomenal results. I mean, she lost like 30 inches around her body and 20 pounds in like 30 days. And for a female, that's significant.
Big. Yes.
So we had some extra product in the house, and I actually just started using it because I felt like I had nothing else to lose at that point. I had just turned 41 years old. I couldn't walk 100 feet. At that point, I'm just really kind of figuring out what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. And I started using the products. And what happened within a relatively short period of time, not only did I release all this unneeded fat off my body, but my energy level increased significantly. So much so that I was able to compete in our company's IsoBody Challenge. I went from not being able to walk 100 feet to November 2013 competing in our company's IsoBody Challenge, and I was actually nominated as an honorable mention out of 900 people from the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico. So my wife and I, we got really excited about this, and we just started to share the idea of health and wellness and nutrition with everyone that we knew, because we knew so many people that needed healing from the inside out.
Sure.
And we've been able to help so many folks as a result. So that's why I do it.
Okay, so I don't even have anything else to say. That is so powerful, and I'm honored to be able to sit here with you. I recognize the miracle. When you talk about it as a miracle. And in my lifetime, I know that that's possible. I know that when people actually take their health into their own hands and make a decision, and that's what you did. And to go from not being able to walk to championship level is bravo. Bravo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, how can people get in touch with you to experience a better lifestyle for themselves? Tell our audience how we can talk to you, get in touch with you, find out more about this Isogenics.
Awesome. They can actually give me a call directly at 980-277-1349. Again, 980-277-1349. And I'll be more than happy to explain to you exactly what system would be best for you depending upon what your needs are. We have something for everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that story with us and the time.
Absolutely.
And I know that your wife is still happy.
Yes.
That is so great. Happy weight. That is so wonderful. Thank you for being our guest today on the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. Get in touch with Johnny Davis, okay? What a story. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's it. Everybody's packing up. They turned the lights out on us. It's time to go. I'll talk to you later. And be sure to tune in to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. I'm your host, Shifa, the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth. Take good care.